Good morning and welcome to Marketing with Russ, aka hashtag Russ Selfie, and an amazing morning and a go-giver connection with my friend, Mr. Bob Burg. Here we go. Woohoo! Do you want to know how amazing people connect? Well, you're in the right place. Welcome to Marketing with Russ, aka hashtag Russ Selfie.
Thanks for connecting. And if you like what you hear, please share.
Special thank you to our sponsors of Marketing with Russ, Capital Mortgage Source, Showing Up Perspectives on Cancer, Southpaw's Pizza, and Carrie Willett Farmers. For more information on Capital Mortgage Source and their amazing mortgage services, go to capitalmortgagesource.com. And for more information on Showing Up Perspectives on Cancer and how they support those going through cancer, go to perspectivesoncancer.com. And for Southpaw's Pizza in Albany, Oregon, and their amazing pizza, more information you can go to southpawspizza.com. And for more information on Carrie Whitlatch and Farmers Insurance and their services, call 541-258-3995. Good morning, everybody. Welcome to Marketing with Russ, aka hashtag Russ Selfie. I am so glad you're here today. It's going to be an amazing show today. We have a huge blessing in Mr. Bob Burg with us today. But you know what? I am so glad that you're here because we can't do this show without you. And what a blessing this community is. I am just so thankful and blessed every day because of you. And so thanks so much for being here today. You know, Marketing with Russ, aka hashtag Russ Selfie, is all about how amazing people connect. That's right. And you know what? We are blessed with so many amazing people every week. You know, we're here Monday and Thursday, 8 a.m. Pacific Daylight Time, not only for your viewing, but also your listening pleasure. Yes, this goes live at 8 a.m. Pacific Daylight Time, but it also then sits on all the platforms, LinkedIn, YouTube, and Facebook forever. So you can go back and watch this. You can engage, you can share, you can connect with Bob, you can connect with friends in the comments, even after the show's over. And guess what? If you don't have time to watch, and I get that, everybody's busy, then you can listen on iTunes, Spotify, Amazon, whatever your favorite podcast platform is. We are there. And so you can listen to this while you're putting your makeup on, getting ready for work, jogging, walking, cooking dinner, whatever it is, whatever your favorite way is to listen to podcasts. You know, my beautiful wife loves to listen to her favorite podcast when she gets ready for work. I'm thinking that her favorite podcast is probably Marketing with Russ. It would be my guess. But anyway, so listen, whatever works for you, it is there. And we just love to share these amazing people with you. And Bob Burg today with us is like none other. He's going to be here today. He is talking about the go-giver today. And you know what? I'm all about giving. We're going to talk a little bit about that in the marketing tip of the day today too, which will be coming up here in just a moment. But you know what? I want to tell you that not only is this about how amazing people connect, I love to connect. I want to connect with you. So it's easy. You know my name? Go to russhedge.com. That's right. If you know my name, you can find me. russhedge.com is the place to go for everything about me. Not only all my connection links, whether you want to connect on social media, email, phone number, or you just want to schedule time directly on my calendar to Zoom with me, I would love for you to do that. You can connect in all these different ways, but also it's got all the information about me, my inspirational speaking. I love to speak. As you could tell, people fire me up. Get me in front of people, and I've got twice as much energy as this. So I love speaking to people. So anytime that you have a team that needs a lift, you know what? I believe a encouraged and inspired workforce is a productive and profitable workforce. So come and connect with me. I'd love to talk to you about that. I'm all about purpose. I'm all about passion and living a good life of a good perspective. So let's talk about that. I've been talking about the power of perspective a lot. Perspective is so, so important in all that you're doing. So anyway, love for you to connect with me there. Also, love for you to join our YouTube team. So we have an amazing and growing YouTube page because all of these amazing hundreds and hundreds, becoming thousands of people are there that I have spoken with. Great friends of mine. I'm so blessed with friends and people that have just become my friends, like Bob, that are willing to come on and bless me with their time. Your time is so valuable. I get that. And their time is so valuable. It is great if you go to the YouTube page by just going to marketingwithruss.live, and you can find out whatever you need. You can find the people you'd like to connect with. You can find information on so many different topics. Not only are these amazing people that connect, but they are in all different industries and all different areas of life. So you need to go there to marketingwithruss.live, excuse me. If you know the name of the show, you know how to get there. Marketingwithruss.live. There you go. And I'd love for you to even open a separate tab right now. If you haven't done it yet, go ahead, open that tab and go to marketingwithruss.live and subscribe today. I would love for you to do that. Not only does it bless me, but it also gives you great, great opportunity. So also today, please share this out and tag your friends. Let them know Bob is on. It's going to be an amazing discussion. Share it, tag your friends, and let them know now, because people are busy. It's nice to have a little reminder. I love when people tag me and share it with me so I remember that they're on. So please do that today. Also, just a quick reminder, as you see behind me, my book, Befuddled, Live the Life You Choose, and my other amazing international bestseller collaborative books, anthologies with amazing, amazing friends. They're all there at russhedge.com, first of all, which is the easiest place to go. Or you can just go to Amazon and get them all on Amazon. I have it on my author page, or just type the name of the book that you want, put my name in, you'll find it. But russhedge.com is the easiest place to go to find those books. And I would love to be able to encourage you. Befuddled, Live the Life You Choose is all about choosing a life of purpose, living a purpose-driven life of great perspective, and also having a positive mindset, right? And giving and blessing others. It's all in there. And a little bit about me. You want to learn a little bit about me? It's there. So love for you to check that out. Okay. Last thing we do is our marketing tip of the day before we get Bob in the room here. You know what? This is just such a fun thing. It's an encouragement for you to get out there and just be positive. It's there to lift you up and help you. Little simple things that maybe we forget along the way. And this will help you to be able to be encouraged, inspired to do all that God has just created you to do. So I'm hoping that this helps you today. So are you ready? All right, here we go. This is your marketing tip of the day. Give unconditionally. There you go. Give unconditionally. What does that mean? Give without expecting anything back. You know what? To those who give, you're going to get something in return. It just happens, because when you have that kind of a spirit and you're blessing other people, you will be blessed. Even if it's just by the fact that you're giving to other people, it's the fact that you're helping other people. To me, that is all the blessing I need. So when you give unconditionally, not expecting anything back, when you love people, when you get out there and you're a blessing to others, you know what? It makes their life so much better, but also it makes your life so much better. And as you will learn from today's discussion, it also makes you better, not only in your life, but in your business, right? You will do better in your business if you are an unconditional giver. So get out there, give unconditionally, and that is your marketing tip of the day. All right, there you go. That'll get cut out. That is put out separately on social media, on YouTube Shorts, on all of that. And so love for you to check that out and share it with others and encourage them today. Just a short little snippet to encourage them. So, all right, with that, we're going to get Bob in the room and get this thing going. Good morning, Mr. Bob.
Good morning, Pastor Russ. How are you, sir? Great to see you. You are so very, very inspiring, sir.
Thank you. Well, I would say that right back at you. You know, I've been watching a lot of the things that you do, and you're super inspiring to me. You know,
Thank you.
I have developed my mindset and my perspective based on the people I hang out with. And I'm so blessed to have you here today. So, why don't we just start with the one or two people that maybe don't know you? Who is Bob Burg, and what are you up to?
So probably at this point, most well known for co-authoring the Go Giver book series, the first one being the Go Giver, and all of these were co-authored with the great John David Mann, who's an absolutely wonderful and amazing writer and entrepreneur. And so I've been very, very fortunate for the past 30 plus years to speak at conferences and conventions and just get to know and meet a lot of great people like you.
Well, thank you. I appreciate that. You know, this is such an honor for me to do this show because I get to meet amazing people like you. And this is a little bit part of my way of giving back because I love to bring people on and give them a platform to share the amazing things that they're doing, the amazing gifts that God has given them. And so I'm just so blessed by you. So tell
Thank
us a little bit about the whole concept of the Go Giver because I love it.
Thank you. Well, it's a series of books. Several, most of them are parables. One is more of a how-to application guide, but it all began with a story about a guy named Joe, and Joe was the sort of up and coming, ambitious, aggressive, good guy, but had his focus in the wrong place. It was really on himself and who owed what to Joe, and excuse me.
Bless you.
I'm a man of great timing, aren't I? 2 minutes into a podcast interview and sneezing away.
It's all right. It gives me a chance to bless you. It's all right. Go ahead.
You're blessed. And he met up with a major mentor and some of the people this mentor had mentored, and he became a very willing protege. Joe did, and he learned a very important lesson, and that is shifting your focus from getting to giving. And when we say giving in this context, Russ, we simply mean constantly and consistently providing immense value to others, understanding that doing so is not only a more fulfilling way of conducting business, it's the most financially profitable way as well. And not for any kind of, way out there, magical, mystical, woo-woo type of reasons. It actually is very logical. It's very rational when you think about it, and it has a lot to do with understanding human nature. And that is when you're that person who can take your focus off yourself and place your focus on serving others, which you do so well, and discovering what they need, what they want, what they desire. When you make it not about you, but about helping others solve and overcome their problems and challenges. When you make it not about yourself, but about helping move them closer to happiness. Well, the fact is, people feel great about you. They want to get to know you. They like you, they trust you, they want to be a part of your life, they want to be in relationship with you, they want to do business with you. And you know what? They want to tell the world all about you. They want to become your, what we call, personal walking ambassadors.
Yeah. Oh my goodness. I couldn't agree more with you about everything that you're all about, Bob. And let me just say that I think when you talk about focus, I'm a big proponent of what we think about shapes our lives, right? John Maxwell says that. Craig Rochelle says, change your thinking, change your life. You know, when you focus in on the right things, it definitely shapes you into a bigger giver. Go ahead. You were going to say something.
No, I was going to say, I agree with you totally. Absolutely. That's, what was it that, I think it was Earl Nightingale in his original Lead the Field, where he said, or it might have been The Strangest Secret, where he said, a person becomes what they think about. And which doesn't mean if you think about marshmallows, you're going to turn into a marshmallow, but it means that as you said, where you put your focus is really what you're going to attract and what you're going to be attracted to, and it's going to turn out that that's kind of who you become.
Yeah. No, I couldn't agree more. Well, in fact, people talk about the law of attraction. And what I really believe about that is when you put out good things, you're going to get more good things back, especially because when you're in that frame of mind and mindset, you're thinking and expecting good things. So I wake up in the morning and I expect positive things to happen. And,
Right.
a lot of people will say to me, "Oh my goodness, Russ, you're going through stage 4 cancer. How can you think about positive things?" Because I choose to think about positive things. It's not my circumstances do not define me. What I am what's happening all around me, what other people say to me does not define me, but what I choose to think about and what I choose to focus on, like you said. And that all comes back to I want to give. One thing I do every morning, Bob, is I get up and I get on my phone and I either send videos or text message or things out to people to encourage them. Why? Not only do I want to encourage them, but it also encourages me. If you want to be encouraged, encourage other people, right?
Absolutely. Great point. And it makes you feel good about yourself because it's congruent with your values. It's obvious that you hold as a high value making other people's lives better. You hold as a high value doing good by others. You hold as a high value making people, inspiring people and helping them to thrive. So when we do that which is congruent with our values, we're happy.
Yeah, no kidding. Well, and that is why years ago, a friend of mine dubbed me the inspiration specialist because I do love to inspire people. It's true. And you know what? I'm not ashamed to say that God created me to inspire and encourage people. That is the way I'm made, and I'm good at it. It's okay. I mean, it's okay to be confident in what you're good at because that is how God created me. I think we need to be confident and stand up with what we're good at. That helps us to be able to give to people and inspire them, right, Bob?
It absolutely does. And we do tend to have those things to which we're I think you said it the best, to which we're built for, and so we have a tendency to do or be a certain way, and we can use that for I guess for good and evil. When you think about it, it's the person who is let's say they have an inclination to using a knife. Well, do they use that knife to hurt and harm people, or do they use it to save people's lives during surgery? So
Right.
we
Yeah.
have that inclination. What do we do with that? Do we take it and make it good, or do we take it and not? And
Well, God definitely didn't create me to be good with knives because I would be really worried to be in surgery. So I'm just so thankful that I have amazing doctors when I've had to be in surgery, the people that have been gifted by that. And you're right. You know what? It does it when we're in alignment, we talk about that nowadays and just on the path that God has put us on, it makes us feel so more fulfilled and so much more
Sure.
significant in all that we're doing, right? And I want to help people create significance in their life, be world changers, difference makers, be someone who gets out there and makes an impact on their world. And how do you do that? By lifting them up. What do they say? Rising tide lifts all boats, right?
Exactly.
I love that because it's true. We help each other, we encourage and inspire each other. I don't care what industry you're in. If you do exactly what I do, all the more I want to inspire and encourage you because, man, I want to learn from people that are doing things that I'm doing. I want to help them be better because it makes me better, right?
Yeah, perfect. So keep up the great work. Keep being you because you make a big difference for all of us.
Well, I love what you're doing, and tell us about a few things practically you're doing with the Go Giver. I know that you've got different things going on, so let us know how people can tune in to what you're doing.
Yeah, and I mean everything's at Burg BURG.com, so I'm pretty easy to find. We have a neat we call it the Go Giver Success Vault, which we opened up recently, and that's sort of everything I've ever done and have put on video and so forth. we give people access to now through membership, as well as having calls every few months, live ones on Zoom, and do all these different things. So that's a lot of fun. I've taken myself off the road in terms of speaking. I don't get on planes anymore. I only speak in person in Florida, but I do a lot of virtual keynotes now, which is a lot of fun. So, at 66 years old, I'm just trying to keep myself in the game, doing the things I enjoy most, and
Yeah.
doing that.
Well, I think you're doing a great, great job. I mean, I love the fact that we have technology, like you said, that gives
Yeah.
us the opportunity to do that. And
Mhm.
I've been blessed to do things all over the world because of technology.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a blessing for me just to get back from New York. I actually went there in person for my good friend Tim Sohn Perspectives on Cancer. Was able to speak at their conference there. That was a true, true blessing because they've been a blessing to me. That's, something again, when we talk about unconditionally, blessing and helping people, just the whole mindset that you have. How did that start with you? I mean, were you naturally that way? Did God create you that naturally, or did you have to work through things to get to that point?
Well, I was very blessed to have wonderful parents, so that's always a good head start. And so I think I just saw them live their life that way. And then you grow up and you see different things, and you see people doing things different ways, and some of these ways seem to be opposite of what you've learned, and you really observe people, and you see that there are people who are not kind, not nice, don't have other people's interests in mind. And sometimes those people seem to succeed and other times they seem to fail. And then you see other people who really have a great heart and are always looking out for others' interests. And sometimes they do great and sometimes they don't. And you see these things and you test them, but you begin to see patterns develop. And I think that's the big thing. And something I noticed was that the people who are the most sustainably successful, and I'm talking in terms of financial, but also physical, spiritual, mental, emotional, social, relational. These are the people who really cared about others, right? It didn't matter if they were leaders; they cared about the team they were leading. If they were salespeople, they cared about the prospects, customers, and clients they were serving. If they were friends, they cared about their circle of friends, and you start to see these things. And it was very consistent. And I saw that the way my parents brought us up and the way they lived their life was really the way that was congruent with my values and would lead ultimately to, much more success.
So I completely love that. First of all, let me tell you, I was blessed also with amazing parents who lift up and encouraged me and showed me and lived out that's kind of life in front of me, which is a blessing. I've learned over time though that it's so important. What you said is to care about people. And I love what John Maxwell says, people don't care how much you know until they know how much you care. One of my favorite quotes, because if you're out selling or doing things and you're just pushing numbers or products or whatever, people notice that. And people don't really tune into that, but they connect with people that really truly care, right?
So absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Well, I want you to know, Bob, that I truly, truly am so grateful for you. I truly care about you and want to always be there to promote and to lift up and just be a friend to you. And I always tell people I'm a lifelong connector, so you're stuck with me as your friend anyway. So
Well, that's something I'm very pleased to be stuck with. So I appreciate you.
well, thank you. I want to wrap things up today. Just having you take a couple minutes to give kind of your gold nugget or wrap up of the whole gold giver concept and just, what we chatted about today, and then remind everybody how they get in touch with you.
Yeah. Well, I mean, one of my favorite stories to share was something I learned from what we call a drive-by mentor, because I didn't know him very well. But he happened to offer some advice that I was willing to receive because I needed the advice and the timing was just right. I'd been in sales for a couple of years and I was in the midst of a real deep sales slump. And I tried to get out of that slump by focusing on the sale instead of focusing on taking care of my prospects, customers, and clients. It was a young person's mistake. And of course, this is 40 years ago. And I remembered as though it was yesterday when we sat down. And he said, Berg, if you want to make a lot of money in sales, he said, don't have making money as your target. Your target, he said, is serving others. Now, when you hit the target, he continued, you'll get a reward, and that reward will come in the form of money, and you can do with that money whatever you choose. But never forget, he said, the money is simply the reward for hitting the target. It's not the target itself. Your target is serving others. And what that really said to me, Russ, was that great salesmanship is never about the salesperson. Great salesmanship is never about the product or service, as important as those are. That's never what it's actually about. Great salesmanship is about the other person. It's about the value you can add to another human being, or even more accurately, perhaps it's another person's life being better just because you are part of it. And I think that when we approach sales from that foundational premise, as well as friendship, as well as leadership, as well as, whatever we're doing in life, I think then we're really 9 steps ahead of the game in a 10-step game.
Yeah. No, I completely agree. And remind everybody how they get in touch with you again.
It's Burg, BURG.com.
There you go. And that just amazingly appeared below you, along with other, like your LinkedIn address and other things you have going on. And you know what? Everybody tuning in today, Bob is an amazing, amazing resource. If you're not listening to this, and if you're not fired up like me already, then yeah, I don't know what to say. I don't know how to help you, because you know what? He's an amazing resource. And right there, all the information in the comments, in the show notes, they're just clickable. And what does that mean? Well, let's keep it simple. Click on it and you go straight to Bob's site. There you go. So you don't have to remember anything. Go to Bob's site. And also, please continue to share this out. Share it with your friends, because if you've been watching and you're thinking, oh my goodness, this Bob Burg guy is amazing, which is what I would be saying, make sure you're still sharing this out. Remember, this sits on all the platforms forever, so you can continue to share it. So I just appreciate that for everybody. And Bob, I tell you, you are an amazing encouragement to me, and I am so thankful for you and all that you're doing, and blessed that you were here today.
Thank you, Russ. I feel the same way about you. Thank you.
Thank you. Hey, I'm going to send you to the green room. Hang tight for just 1 second. I'll wrap things up, and I'll see you on the other side. All right, everybody. Oh my goodness. These get better every single show. I am truly, and I mean this from the bottom of my heart, I am truly, truly blessed to have people that are willing to share their value, like Bob, and their time with me and with you. So I want all of you out there, share this out. All the hounds that did not see this, the ones that did, make sure you're sharing it out to them. And if you're not part of the Hounds of Business with Mike Asherbanner, connect with him too, because he's an amazing resource. He's the one that connected Bob and I. And I'm telling you, you need to continue to connect and build good community and give. Be a go-giver. Tune into Bob's page, bob@burg.com. That's his email, but you can tune into his website too at burg.com and find out more information about what's going on in all that he's doing, and more about this go-giver concept, because I'm telling you, by giving to others, you will improve your life and improve the lives of others. And so I want you to get out there today and remember that. Remember to share out the marketing tip of the day today. That'll appear here within the next couple of days on social media and on YouTube Shorts and all of that. And I'd love for you to share those little concepts too about giving. And I am just so, so blessed that you are all here today. It is just been an amazing, amazing time. Thanks to all the people that are in the comments and people that have been a blessing to me. Thanks to Ever, who is here always doing amazing things in the background. Thank you, Ever. Doesn't matter if there's technical difficulties or not, you're a blessing to me. And I just want to thank you for all that you do. So thank you, friends, again for being here today. Remember, we're here every Monday and Thursday, 8 a.m. Pacific Daylight Time for your viewing and listening pleasure. And we're talking to amazing people that connect. So please join us the next time, this Thursday coming up on Marketing with Russ, aka hashtag Russ Selfie. And till then, have a blessed day and a blessed week. See ya.
Thanks for joining us for this week's episode of Marketing with Russ, aka hashtag Russ Selfie. Be sure to subscribe in your favorite podcast app so that you don't miss a single episode. Have an amazing day.